Hi everyone, what's up? I wanted to let you know before you continue watching that video, make sure you turn on the caption simply by clicking the TT icon right here. That way you can understand everything I'm saying and enjoy this video. Hope you learn a lot from this video. Really important to watch it through. Thank you for watching and I'll see you later. Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Actually, you know what? That's a loaded question right now because I know many of us are struggling right now. This video is a rare part of a video yet again for both my YouTube channel. It is not a disclaimer. It is not a behind the scenes style blog episode. And it's certainly not a warning. It is all three plus a public service announcement to talk about the 2024 election, the feelings I've been protesting, and the irrevocable damage that Trump supporters had done to our country, possibly forever, by voting a man who was known to be an extreme danger to our country, to marginalized communities. The country has basically embraced white supremacy, and that's not good. So, get it out of the way. I want you to be aware that this special crossover video for both my YouTube channel is going to have conduct and trigger warning. So, if you are not comfortable watching a certain part of the video, skip through it. That's why we have video chapter and a video description below, clearly labeled so that you can skip through certain parts that will contain a lot of trigger and content warning. Having said that, thank you for watching. Thank you for actually listening. And thank you for trying to understand how dangerous the situation is right now. Here we go. There's no word to describe the anger, the sadness, the paralyzing fear, the sickening gut reaction that I have felt over the last 24 to 48 hours after learning about the result of the 2024 election, which happened on November 5th, 2024. Which is ironic because there's a movie called V for Vendetta that talked about the 5th of November. So it's ironic. I don't see the country being united. I don't see the country being united at all because the Trump supporters absolutely hate us. They want to kill us. They want to eradicate us. I've had thought of unaliving myself. I've had thought of relapsing and breaking my sobriety. I thought about just packing up what I can, putting in a bag, grab my passport, and just run. I've had a lot of thoughts, okay? I've been thinking about a lot of them. So, I just wanted to be clear that I have a therapist. I'm seeing her tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time. By the time the video uploads, so tomorrow is Thursday, right? So by the time that video is finished recording and all that stuff, we'll be seeing it tomorrow. It is a very scary and scary time right now in America. It's traumatizing right now. I was actually growing up and got overstimulated by the social media notification, by the news article on my phone, like here, and just really, really lost and a little bit numb by my own anger, my own sadness. I just I clean my edible. I slept a lot most of the day. Got up and went grocery shopping, trying to get things done. It was a lot to process. Oh, my head fucking hurts just trying to process that. I got a migraine from it. So I'm trying to figure out the next step going forward. And I would like to try to fight as long as I can because in 4 years, I'm going to be practically almost 40 years old or at 40 years old. And I would like to make it to 40. So that's going to require a lot of community support. That's also going to require restructuring my social media practice. We're going to get to that in a minute. It's also going to require a lot of mutual aid. Reaching out to organizations who can help me get this and that and all that other stuff done. Alright? It's going to require me applying for different kinds of grants to try to get certain things done. It's also going to require me thinking about where I want to move to. Alright? After my upcoming surgery and whatnot. So I would like to get all my surgery done, get things done, and try to get the ball rolling this winter and into 2025, and hopefully be fully recovered by summer of 2025. Long enough for me to either move to another house in the same state where I live right now, or put my brand new Section 8 homeownership voucher, take that voucher and move to another state that might be safer. So just thought about that. I would like to try to redirect people to my Patreon. Now remember, I have two different Patreon. One that's completely about Hoya and all that. And one basically that's not Hoya. But you got a lot of pretty cool content. And yeah, you can follow both of them for free. Don't have to subscribe. But I do create free content that's just for Patreon followers. I also create subscriber only content for as low as $1 a month on both Patreon. So that's not too bad. I also want to talk about seeing if I can use Twitch for a couple more months. Try to stream as much as I can, earn enough money granted, I might not become Twitch partner, but I need either average of 75 viewer, or if I go the other way of Twitch partner plus, I would need 100 subscribers every month for 3 months. So 100, 100, 100, right? That's that. You can pay into a plan, doesn't matter. And then I could become partner plus and earn a little bit more money. Maybe that train me after that because the fact that, it might not be safe to train after January 2025. I don't know. So we'll get together at the community. I would like to hear your thoughts, your input, your suggestions, your feedback. I could stream on YouTube and go for YouTube partner because the watch hour does count when you live stream. So the more people that watch my live stream and subscribe, that will be great, And again, I have the Badass Granite Gamer channel and the video description below, and the crossover video for both my channels that you're watching right now. So, yeah, not a problem. I would like to continue making movie review, TV show review, video game review, book review, all that stuff. I would like to try to travel and go to Hoya Convention if I can. It's going to be a date. Because January 2025, things are going to be a little bit complicated. So if we do survive the next 4 years, and we do still have a chance to get into another election, what the, I'm thinking honestly about starting a GoFundMe. In fact, two different GoFundMe. One would be for my moving expansion to another house in the same state I live in, or another house with my voucher gun for another state. Now, the voucher allows me to put down up to $2,000 down payment, okay? Pay like 30% of my income, my own income, for the rest of my life until I own it. So that's not too bad. I will have to pay some other fees and stuff like that. So that's the basic cost for now. We also have the moving expenses, the moving truck, getting food and drink on the road, all that stuff, going all the way down, and then get my moving company to like take things out and then put it in a new house or whatever. Now, again, it depends on whether or not I stay in the same state, which means it will be a little bit more cheaper to move to another house in the same state, assuming that state is still state. Or moving to another state that's probably more safer, but again, it might be a little bit more expensive. And I will have to change like my family to go for that. The second GoFundMe, well, I need to get my dental work done because my insurance can only cover so much. I got the dental work done, and I would like to get a little bit more done to make it more gender affirming smile, more feminine, So that's that. That GoFundMe will also cover the cost of physical feminization to talk a little bit more feminine, finally. But I have a lot of tutorial for that. So I'm thinking, and I'm trying to figure out like all the different stuff going forward, starting out. I would like to get more involved in the community. I will have to do a lot of mutual aid work, not just for myself, but for other people. Because, there's a lot of people out there that are going to need mutual aid during these terrifying times. So yeah, I would like to try to get things going as soon as possible. Then I would like to settle down after all my surgery, recover, and then start talking about moving and all that stuff. So I got some goals. I got a stable account that allows me to save up to $18,000 of either my own money or through a giving page where friends, family, community member can contribute to the giving page and let me put that into a special savings account. And for people with disability, by the way, it will help me with the house, it will help me with the move, it will probably be better than a GoFundMe. But again, if I do stay in the town for 4 more years, I will absolutely need to like finish the town finally to be my nature. So I've added I'm a down wetland and my strong wetland and all that, and I feel to cut them blood. Because I need my home to be accessible, especially with my service animal dog finally coming here from the agency that's helping me train that dog. The emotional support cat that's also coming here. So that's going to be really important, especially since I'm blind in my left eye, and I need to come up with some plan and get them going. So again, if people can help me out, share the information, the link and the video description and all that, that'd be great. Because that's going to be one of my steps. I would like to get back to the community as well. I look forward to helping out as much as I can. So, because we're all in it together now. We're going to have to fight as long as we can until we can't fight anymore. So, yeah, let's figure out what we can do for the next 4 years starting now. Right? I don't plan on giving up. I plan to fight through the end. But yeah, these are my thoughts, these are my feelings right now. Yeah, I did want to run away. Yeah, I did want to like fucking overdose and drink and all that shit and relapse. But honestly, I think I'm better off fighting. Yeah, I'm gonna have anxiety a lot. But I think I'm absolutely better off fighting for my right to live, for my right to be recognized as human. I'm a human being. Can't treat a human being like that. You can't. So to the Trump supporter out there, you made a big fucking mistake voting for Trump. You made a mistake. Karma is coming. I have a lot of content I want to work on. I need to figure out which social media platform I will be more active on. I want to make sure that the Discord community is ready for my friends and my family and my loved ones to come in and hang out. I got a lot of things I'm going to be getting done. I got goals. I got plans. I got content that I need to finish. I got surgery. I got a plan of trying to move out if I have to, or stay here, or stay. But we gotta fight together. It's just white supremacy, it's just fascism, it's just the Trump administration. Well, not going to give up. There is nothing about us without us. The revolution will be televised. Honestly, that's all I have to say for now. I appreciate y'all, listening. I hope you understand that I am afraid. I am terrified. And I hope that the community will truly go up for me. Don't give up on me because I'm going to need you more than ever. I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.